Festival.
How many popular festivals are there in your country?
There are many: New Year's Day, Martin Luther King Day, Valentine's Day, St. Patrick Day, Easter, etc.
What is the most important festival in your country?
I believe that New Year's Day is the most important one since it's a chance for family reunion and parties. People gather together to welcome the new year.
When does it take place?
It occurs on January 1st.
Where's the festival celebrated?
The New Year's Day is celebrated all over the country. Each family has its own way to celebrate the day.
What do people do to prepare for the festival?
Before New Year Day, people go shopping for food and drinks, repair the house, or put up decor.
Who can join the festival?
It's a day for everybody.
What do people do in the festival?
On New Year Eve, people have a party with traditional food and drinks. After that, they may visit friends or relatives, go to the movies, or watch sports.
What's special about that festival?
It marks the end of a year and celebrates a new year. People believe that the things they do on the first day will bring good luck and prosperity to them during the whole year.
Is the festival culturally related?
Sure, the festival is an integral part of culture.
Why is a festival important?
It adds structure to our social lives and connects us with our families and backgrounds.
Food. Do you like to cook?
Yes, I do. Cooking helps me feel relaxed after long hours working.
Is there any kind of food you don't like?
I don't really like fried chicken, which is very high in fat.
Do you eat out or cook at home?
I usually cook at home. Sometimes when I'm busy, I go out to eat.
How often do you cook?
Just when I have free time. My mom is often responsible for preparing meals. She's the best cook ever.
What's your favorite food?
I'm addicted to sushi. I can eat sushi every day.
Is it Western or Asian cuisine?
It's Asian cuisine. Sushi is derived from Japan.
Is it easy to make your favorite food?
Yes, I guess. The recipe is quite simple.
What ingredients do you need to make that food?
I would need rice, eggs, meat, seafood, and vegetables.
What do you think about fast food?
I don't really like fast food. It's not healthy at all.
Would you say that you have a healthy diet?
Yes, I would. I prefer eating vitamins, protein, and less fat.
Household appliance.
What's the most useful household appliance that you have?
That's definitely the washing machine.
When did you buy it?
I bought it 2 years ago. Actually, my mom gave it to me as a birthday present.
Is it expensive?
I don't think it cost that much.
Is it easy to use?
Yes, it's pretty simple.
How does it work?
Just put clothes in, press the desired button, and everything will be done within several minutes.
How often do you use it?
I wash my clothes twice a week.
Will you replace it with a more modern one?
No, because it was a present and it's still working well.
How does your life change with that household appliance?
It makes our life more convenient. We can save time as well.
Do you think that household appliances will make people lazier and lazier?
Yes, to some extent. With the help of electronic equipment, people tend to forget manual tasks and become lazier.
A music band.
What's your favorite music band?
I'm a big fan of One Direction. There are 5 singers in the band.
Is it famous around the world?
Yes, it is. The band is well known around the world. Almost all teenagers love them.
What's their taste of music?
They sing pop music. Their most famous song may be What Makes You Beautiful.
Are they good at dancing?
Yes, I think so. I fall in love with their every step.
Have you ever seen them in real life?
Nope, I just watch them on media. I wish I will see them one day.
How often do you come to their show?
I watch videos almost every day. Listening to their songs helps me chill out.
Can you sing their songs?
Yes, but only one song. I just keep singing it over and over again every day.
Do your friends like them?
Of course. We usually watch their performances and discuss it together.
Do they have anti-fans?
Yes, every famous singer has anti-fans.
Weather. What's the weather like in your country?
Well, there are 4 seasons: spring, summer, fall, and winter, which vary considerably in characteristics.
What kind of weather do you like?
I enjoy hot weather. There are more things to do when it's sunny. I love swimming and sunbathing.
What months have the best weather in your country?
I believe it depends. For me, the best weather is from June to August when it's warm across the country.
Do you like it when it rains?
Not at all. I hate raining.
How does the weather affect your feelings? I usually have a bad mood when it rains. The rain reminds me of sad memories. How has the weather changed recently?
Due to global warming, the weather has become more and more unpredictable. It's boiling hot in summer and freezing cold on winter days.
Do you usually watch the weather forecast?
No, not very often.
What's your favorite season? Why?
Let's see. I love spring when trees and flowers blossom. What do you like to do when it's windy? When it's windy, I like flying a kite with my friends. That's interesting.
Neighbor.
Who is your neighbor?
My neighbor is a university student. He lives next to my apartment.
When did you become neighbors?
I first met him when I moved to this apartment 2 years ago.
Is he friendly?
Yes, he is. He always smiles when he sees me.
How often do you see him?
Every day at the gate. Sometimes I invite him to my apartment when I throw a party.
Do you have any problems with him?
Only once when he sang karaoke too loud, which kept me awake all night. We ended up talking to each other the next day, and he never sang karaoke at midnight from then on.
Does he usually help you?
Yes, he does. He usually helps me run errands.
Would you be sad if he moves to another area?
Yes, of course. That will upset me if he leaves.
What's the difference between friends and neighbors?
I'm not quite sure, but I think the difference may lie in the relationship. A friend can be someone you share your feelings with, while a neighbor can just be someone living next door.
What do you need to be a good neighbor?
Being respectful is the most important factor in building a good relationship.
Natural scenery.
Do you like visiting natural places?
Yes, I do. Being close to nature helps me release stress and worry.
What's the most impressive natural scenery you've ever seen?
That's the horseshoe of the Colorado River in Arizona. It's such a great scenic place on Earth.
When did you see it?
I visited the place last summer holiday.
Who went with you?
I went there with my family. We camped near the place.
What's special about it?
I'm fond of the great nature there. It's a horseshoe-shaped meander of Colorado River.
How has it changed recently?
It doesn't change much actually.
What's the next natural scenery you would like to visit?
My next destination would be the Maroon Bells in Colorado. I fell in love with mountain ranges and yellow flowers there.
What can people get from visiting natural places?
People will get closer to Mother Nature. Children have more motivation to discover the world around them.
What are some famous natural attractions in your country?
There are many such as Death Valley, Niagara Falls, the Redwoods, and the Grand Canyon, to name a few.
Outdoor activities.
What outdoor activity do you participate in?
I do many, but my favorite one is jogging.
Where do you do it?
I go jogging in the park near my place.
Who do you do outdoor activities with?
I usually go jogging with my family.
Who shares the same interests as you?
My family, especially my dad. We usually jog together.
How often do you take part in outdoor activities?
Every morning, except on rainy days.
How do you feel after activities?
I feel really relaxed and refreshed.
What benefits can you get from outdoor activities?
It's a good workout method. Jogging is also a good way for me to charge batteries for a long day working.
Do you usually play sports outdoors?
Yes, I do. I play volleyball and swim outdoors.
Why are children less interested in outdoor activities nowadays?
Children nowadays prefer high-tech gadgets like computers, iPads, and phones to outdoor activities.
Law.
What law do you like?
I like the traffic law of wearing the helmet when traveling by motorbike.
Is that an international law?
Yes, people around the world follow this law.
When was it issued?
I'm not quite sure, but I guess a long time ago.
Who told you that law?
I learned it at school.
Is it easy to follow that law?
Yes, it is. It doesn't cause any inconvenience at all.
What do you think about that law?
The traffic law is so necessary for traffic participants when they're on the road.
What benefit can you get from following that law?
It may keep me safe from traffic accidents.
Why should people obey the law strictly?
Following law is a good way to protect themselves as well as others.
What can be done to encourage people to follow the law?
Obeying law is people's responsibility. If they against the law, they'll put themselves in trouble.
Pollution.
How many kinds of pollution are there?
There are many types of pollution: land, water, noise, air, light, thermal pollution.
What type of pollution is popular in your country?
The most popular one is water pollution, I guess.
Have you ever littered?
Yes, I have, but when I was taught the lesson of protecting Mother Nature, I quit littering.
What can you do to help prevent pollution?
Reduce and reuse whatever I can to eliminate the amount of waste is what I can do to prevent pollution.
What does the government do to encourage people to protect the environment?
They organize some campaigns to raise the awareness of people. Everything should start from education.
Are people in your country aware of the environmental issues?
Yes, they are. They care about what happens to the environment around.
Traffic jam.
Are you comfortable with traffic jam?
Not at all. I feel annoyed.
Why does it happen?
Because there are too many vehicles on the streets during rush hours, I bet.
How often do you sit in a traffic jam?
Just every day, when I finish office hour and go back home.
What time in a day are you usually caught in a traffic jam?
In rush hour at 7 a.m. and 5 p.m.
How long does it take to escape from the traffic jam?
At least half an hour.
What do you do while waiting in a long line?
I often glance at my watch actually.
Have you ever had any trouble caused by traffic jam?
Yes, just yesterday I was late for an important meeting with my clients.
How has the traffic situation changed recently?
There are more vehicles, which makes traffic jam more and more serious.
TV program.
What is your favorite TV program?
Well, I watch a lot, but the one I like best is How's It Made?
Is that an international TV program?
Yes, it is. It's available in Canada, Europe, Australia, New Zealand, Southeast Asia, and so on.
What is the TV program about?
Its name somehow describes the content, which is about the process of making things like lipsticks, balls, candy, toys, chocolate, and so on.
How often do you watch the TV program?
Almost every day after dinner.
Who watches that program with you?
My family watches it together. My younger brother can't wait to turn on the TV.
What channel is it on?
A very common one, Discovery Channel, which focuses on popular science, technology, and history.
Why do you like that TV program? I love learning new things, especially about how everything is produced. I would love to run a business about handmade cosmetics. How does that TV program change you?
I know more about the world around me. It also supports me in my career path to make my dream come true.
Who is its target audience?
It particularly aims at families and younger audiences.
Would you recommend that TV program to your friends?
Yes, of course. They would be crazy about the program, I bet.
Architect or building.
What is the most impressive building you visited?
It's the Petronas Twin Tower in Malaysia.
Where is it located?
It's located in the capital of Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur.
How tall is it?
They were the tallest buildings in the world from 1998 to 2004. It reaches the height of 451.9 meters.
Who was the architect? Cesar Pelli, an Argentine-American architect. Is it well known all over the world?
Sure. Tourists can't miss it when visiting Malaysia.
Do you have to purchase a ticket in order to visit the tower?
Yes, I do. It's sold online.
When did you see it?
I saw it 2 years ago.
Will you come back there again?
Of course. I'm looking forward to seeing again someday.
Electronic media.
What kind of electronic media is popular in your country?
There are some popular kinds: radio, TV, and online news.
What's your favorite kind?
I like online news because I have to work with computers every day. It's easier for me to read online.
Why do you like it?
Due to its convenience. I love reading anyway.
How often do you access to that kind of electronic media?
Every morning before I start working.
What's interesting about it? Instead of watching TV or listening to radio passively, I'd rather read and think about the news. Is it convenient to access to that kind of electronic media?
Yes, with a computer, smartphone connected to the internet, you can read electronic news anytime and anywhere.
Do your family like that electronic media too?
No. My dad likes radio, and my mom likes TV.
How has
Job or career.
What is your desired job?
Well, my dream changes in accordance with age. Up to now, I would like to be a great English teacher.
Is that a demanding job?
Yes, I think so, although people suppose that being a teacher is easy and boring.
What challenge do you have when doing that job?
I have some problems with classroom management. Maybe I have to improve that skill a lot in order to be a good teacher.
Is it hard to make your dream come true?
Every job needs time and effort, and teacher does as well. Apart from the academic knowledge I was taught in university, I have to learn many other soft skills.
Why do you choose that job?
I really admired my high school English teacher, and I want to be like her.
What requirements and characteristics do you need to do that job?
Let's see. You need to be patient, thoughtful, and sympathetic.
Does the job have something to do with your major at university?
Sure. I studied English linguistics and literature, majored in English teaching. The major does support me a lot in my career path.
What does the society think about your job?
I'm not quite sure, but I'm proud to be a teacher, an honor job.
Do you make much money with that job?
Not at all. Teacher's one of the lowest paying jobs in my country.
Have you ever thought of leaving your job?
I haven't thought of that before, but I believe in what I'm doing right now.
Competition
best
or
friend?
contest?
Who's your
What
best
is the
friend?
most impressive competition
Who's
you've
your
entered?
best friend?
I took
Who's
part
your
in
best
an
friend?
eloquence competition
Who's your
organized
best
by
friend?
my university last year.
Who's your best friend? What was it about? Who's your best friend?
The competition was to
Who's your
find
best
out the
friend?
best public speaker in
Who's
the
your
university.
best friend? Were there
Who's your
many
best
participants in the competition? Who's your best friend?
Yes, there were
Who's your
around
best
500
friend?
participants totally.
Who's your best friend? What prize did you
Who's
get?
your
best friend?
Well, I
Who's
didn't
your
get
best
a very
friend?
high prize, but it
Who's
didn't
your best
matter.
friend?
I was still happy with the
Who's
result.
your best friend?
What could you
Who's
learn
your
from
best
the
friend?
competition?
Who's your
I
best
learned
friend?
the way to develop ideas for
Who's
a
your best
speech
friend?
besides some body language tips
Who's
in
your best
public
friend?
speaking.
Who's
Did
your
you
best
have to
friend?
prepare a lot for the competition?
Who's your best friend?
Yes,
Who's
I
your
did.
best friend?
I read
Who's your
various
best friend?
materials about eloquence,
Who's
as
your
well
best
as
friend?
rehearsed a lot.
Who's your best friend?
How did you know about the competition?
Who's your best friend?
The competition
your
was
best
informed
friend?
in the school poster.
Who's your best friend?
Did you do your best then?
Who's your best friend?
Yes, I
Who's
think
your best
so.
friend?
After the
Who's your
competition,
best friend?
I know I have to try
Who's your
more.
best friend?
Is the competition
best
useful,
friend?
in your opinion?
Who's your best friend?
Sure.
Who's
it
your
helps
best
students
friend?
learn soft skills as
Who's
well
your
as
best
become
friend?
more confident in life.
Who's your best friend?
A garden.
Is there any garden that you like?
Yes, I love the strawberry garden in my neighborhood.
Where is it?
It's in the Highland area where I live.
When did you first see it?
I accidentally saw it when I had a picnic in the Highland.
What were planted in the garden?
Strawberries, of course. There are also some boxes of cucumbers next to the strawberry beds.
Why do you like the garden?
I love picking red strawberries. The garden brings me closer to nature as well.
What is special about the garden?
The strawberries there are organic.
How do people do the gardening?
Keeping the beds mulched is important since it helps reduce water needs.
How often do you visit the garden?
Just when I have leisure time since I'm quite busy.
Is there any relation between the green garden and your mood?
Yes, at least for me. The green will help me chill out.
Do you want to be a gardener?
Honestly, no. I'm not used to manual work.